What's up, YouTube? Johnny Watt back here to talk about the Still Got It episode of episode 4, season 3 of Killing Eve. And I did like the episode, but I want to talk first about the birthday cake that Eve got from Villanelle. It was interesting that Villanelle would give Eve a birthday cake, and it would be, of all things, a bus cake. Because I guess Villanelle really catching those deep feelings for Eve. And now she knows that the feeling is mutual. Because before, she did say that, I forget what episode, I think it was episode 2, with the meeting with Felix. That interaction they had hit really hard for her when this person you love doesn't love you back, but now she knows that's not the case now with Eve, because Eve kissed her and she initiated. She was not the receiver, she was the giver of it. So Villanelle now knows that there is some romantic attraction there, because Eve feels a lot of things for Villanelle, but now she feels like that romantic attraction, and now I think she'll be able to pursue that now because of what happened to Nico at the end of the episode. She'll grieve a bit, and then she's gonna investigate, and then probably lose her shit, I'm sure. More than she has already, but I guess we'll have to wait till the end of this season to find out if that's correct or not. And then, Carolyn needs to get in touch with her feelings more. And I guess she's trying to find a way to cope with what happened to Kenny. She doesn't want to say his name, and Geraldine kind of accosted her about it. But, I guess that's her way of coping with what happened. I guess she doesn't want to believe it. By saying his name out loud, it kind of makes it real, I guess. I don't know, but we'll have to find out. And that guy that she was talking to, I don't remember his name, but he was wearing a ring that Villanelle, I think, wore in the first season, with the 12 wear that ring. I don't know, but I'll have to look. I think it was in season 1 that Villanelle wore it. I would have to check again and make sure, but maybe he's an agent of, working for the 12 or something. Because Villanelle did say in season 1 that if you looked high enough, you'd find that they were both working for the same people if you looked high enough in the hierarchy. So maybe he's part of the 12. Who knows? We'd have to find out. It could be possible. Stranger things have happened, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Irina's interaction with her father was entertaining, because she has a book of, I don't know what it's called, but it's Sanskrit. And then she wanted him to ask her to leave, or to skip school in Sanskrit, and then Constantine's like, no. And I'm not liking his treatment of his daughter. He needs to treat her better, because I got a feeling this will be his final season, and then Constantine is over. He's dead, I'm pretty sure. By the end of the season, he's gone, and his daughter's gonna be really miserable because he won't be around anymore. So he really needs to treat her better and try to patch things up with his family and his ex or whatever, because when he's dead, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen to Irina. She's probably gonna go off the deep end. She's gonna lose it. And then Villanelle meeting her family next episode is gonna be entertaining because her family seems like they're gonna be a bunch of interesting individuals. But I want more background on Villanelle, because obviously something happened to her in Russia that caused her not to trust, not to speak Russian. She doesn't like speaking the language. I don't think she trusts Russians. She sure as shit doesn't trust Konstantin, and she even told them. So, I think in the last episode. And either she got physically or emotionally abused, or some combination of the two, but you know, I want more background info on her. Like, what happened to her that made her turn into a psychopath? That she can't process her emotions properly. It's like she closed everything off in order to cope with the trauma that she undoubtedly must have went through. So like she retreated into her mind, and she wasn't able to process. She can't process emotions properly like other people can. So it's like she's living vicariously through other people so that she could experience things that she can't, because she's not able to process her emotions properly. She doesn't know how to deal with them. Because somebody hurt her like really bad. And I want to know who it was. I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably a family member, but we gotta see. Hopefully we'll get answers in episode 5, because I really want to know what made her this way. Like, all of us deserve to know more of her backstory. Like, we know almost nothing, because she doesn't mention anything. And then Nico's death, I was expecting that he was gonna die at some point. I just didn't think it would be this early in the season, in that midway point. I thought it would be like at the end that he was gonna die. And I was not expecting a pitchfork to the neck. I was expecting like maybe he'd get shot, or his head cut off or some shit like that. But I was not expecting Dasha to be the one. Well, I kind of expected Dasha would have done something like that, because that agent of the 12 did tell Dasha to put a wedge between Villanelle and Eve. So I figured she was gonna do something with Nico, but I wasn't expecting a pitchfork to the neck. But when Eve investigates Nico's murder, she's gonna go ballistic. Probably kill Dasha by the end of the season, hopefully, but I guess just wishful thinking probably. We'll have to wait till the season ends to find out, but I think either Villanelle or Eve is gonna kill Dasha, for sure. Her role this season is gonna be done at the end. She won't live to see season 4. And the 12, their days are numbered, because I'm pretty sure Eve and Villanelle will team up at some point, and they're gonna take them on because their lives depend on it. Especially Eve's, because she's being targeted by them since she killed Raymond, so she has a target on her back. And I don't know who that woman is that Dasha was talking to, but it would be nice to know, like, at least like a name, even if they just give us a code name, you know, something, to know what her role in the 12 is. Because I know she's not I don't think she's a keeper, so I think she's probably the highest level of hierarchy in that organization. So she's got to be one of the members of the 12 people that are ordering these assassinations and whatnot. But we're gonna find some answers, at least for Villanelle, next episode. So for now, I guess that's it. I'll see you in the next one.